All right.
All right.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of Nonverbal at the Function. Today we have my friend Destiny. Say hello, Destiny.
Hello, everybody.
How did you? I'm sorry, I already forgot how you wanted to be introduced. What was the term?
Well, it'd be lame if I say it.
Okay, whisper it to me.
Creator, thinker of original thought,
Okay.
mastermind. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Creator, thinker of original thought, and mastermind, Destiny. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good.
Awesome. I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah, thank you for being down. Like, I was, you were who I was eyeballing next to get on the podcast after Timmy because I love talking with you. Like, all of our conversations are very stimulating and thought-provoking.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, like, a quick background of how Destiny and I met was, I was, like, at that coffee shop in the last episode, like, my go-to coffee, or our go-to coffee shop.
Right.
And talking with, like, a group of friends. And then my friend Mercy, you complimented his hat or something, I think.
Yes, you remember. That's awesome. Yeah.
And then I was, like, locked into a conversation with someone else, but I noticed you guys started talking, and then they ended up leaving, and then I joined the conversation after. And then everyone else left but us two, and then we just started talking about, like, creativity, upbringing, and one thing that stood out to me still is, like, we talked about being, like, encouraged during childhood.
Yeah.
And if you, like, certain, I guess creativity, if creativity has anything to stand on in your adulthood due to whether or not you were, like, encouraged as a kid or, like, discouraged from it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we've hung out a handful of times since then, and you're a great writer and a great thinker.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Absolutely. And yeah, that is literally how we met. To tell things from my perspective, I remember I walked in to Clutch and I saw you sitting, your back was faced towards me. So, like, you didn't see me walk in, but, like, I saw you were, like, writing in a journal or something like that. And I remember thinking, oh, like, I have a journal like that. And then I was just sitting at the table, minding my business, and then your group of friends came in, and I just, like, could hear pieces of the conversation. Like, I was hearing certain terms and phrases that are like, oh, these people do films and stuff. Like, I forget exactly what terms I was hearing, but, like, I was just like, okay, like, I'm kind of locked in to, like, what they're talking about. And then, I saw Mercy's hat. It looked pretty cool, and that's usually how I start conversations with people, is like a simple compliment, like something I notice about them. And he was pretty cool, very warm, and just started, like, chatting, and then boom, the whole group started chatting, and then you got in, and then now we're here. The West is history. The West is history.
I was thinking about, like, yesterday I was at Clutch and I complimented this guy's bag, and do you feel like maybe was there ever an era of your life where you were hesitant to compliment someone because you're like, oh, like, I'm afraid to initiate conversation with a stranger?
I don't think so, at least not for that reason. It was never really because I was, like, afraid to initiate. Like, I kind of grew up in spaces where like for instance, my uncle, he runs a foundation, so he, like, hosts events, like, every year, and it's, like, a bunch of adults, and it's, like, I don't know, lots of fundraising, lots of, like, schmoozing. There are people who do sports and journalism and I don't know, all types of things. And so, like, I kind of would see how these people operate, and people would come up and talk to me, and it's like I'll be talking to people older than me, and I would just kind of, like, get used to that. So I think I learned how to, like, socialize in that regard, but I feel like I think I can get, like, a good gauge of someone's energy just by seeing them, like, before we actually, like, start to speak. And if I notice something about them and I feel, like, drawn to actually start a conversation, then I'll notice something. Sometimes, like, at Clutch, there's one girl I met. She goes to the same gym as me.
Okay.
I noticed her laptop stickers one time, and I was like, oh yeah, I like this band or something like that. And then we started talking about music and stuff, and yeah, that's usually like the gateway into starting conversations, just like casual compliments.
Yeah.
Very casual. Yeah.
That's so bizarre to me that it's not like a concept to you, because it was so terrifying for me for like years. Like,
Yeah.
just the conversations, any conversation starter. But I'm quickly realizing what you just said, which is, if you do see someone who seems interesting to you, like, that is such a great gateway into a conversation. It's so easy to say something genuine anyway, because you are drawn to them for a reason, right?
Exactly.
Like, I like this guy's bag, or like, I really like your polo, or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's like, now it's not weird if we have a conversation, because it,
Literally.
it's an icebreaker.
Literally, it is, and people love compliments. It's definitely disarming. I would say, like, there is a bit of like nervousness that comes with it too. Like, if I think about it for too long, maybe, like, let's say I'm at a coffee shop, and I'm doing my thing, and I notice someone, and maybe I just want to like casually talk, or like I have in mind the compliment I want to give them. If I think about it for too long, I start getting nervous.
Yes.
And it becomes like harder for me to just blurt it out. But like, once you get over that hump, and they respond, and then maybe they say something back. Because another thing I've noticed is, like, people that I kind of see around, maybe if they're a regular but we've never spoken, or like maybe just for like that moment in time, we're kind of just like there for the first time, like interacting with each other. Oftentimes they also have something to say about me that they noticed in return. So it's like, you say something, you compliment, whatever, and then it just kind of like opens the gate for them to feel comfortable saying what they were thinking. Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Thanks. Good for us.
Yeah,
good for all of us.
Positivity never hurt no one.
No, literally. And I feel like that's one of the things, I'd say like around early 2025, I was very conscious of that, because there was this piece in the Atlantic that was published about like the loneliness epidemic. It was called The Antisocial Generation by this guy's name's Derek Thompson.
Okay.
And he was just talking about how like people don't really talk to people anymore, like the erosion of third spaces and things like that. And so I kind of made it more of a conscious effort to try to talk to more people that like are just out and about in my community, my gym, the coffee shop. And I feel like if anyone's looking for a way to do that, it's just chill compliments, just like having the courage to say something.
Yeah.
Break the ice.
And it's really not that hard, and you feel way better after you do it too.
No, literally. Literally, yeah.
Yeah, and like lighter. But I feel that what you said about, if you wait too long, then it starts to, your like nerves start to bubble up.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to be aware of that and get the compliment out when it first appears, rather than because I've been in that position where I'm like, how should I phrase it, or like literally just overthinking.
Yeah.
But it's just the faster you say something and don't really think about it, then you don't have time to fester.
You don't.
You know? But you said you read that piece in the Atlantic, and you name dropped the guy who wrote it. So that's pretty cool.
No, yeah, because like.
So you pay attention.
No, hold on. So what I wanted for my 24th birthday from my father was a subscription to The Atlantic.
Oh, okay.
In print. Don't ask me why. I just felt, hey, they always have like really interesting pieces. And so I had it for 12 months. I didn't really read a lot of it. I liked getting it in the mail. I was like, okay, cool, cultured. But like that particular piece was like the one that I actually read and like actually stuck with me. So that's why I know it. Because like I actually paid attention to it.
Yeah.
But not all of them. Don't ask me about anything published between September 2024 to September 2025. Like I don't know. Okay. Besides that one. Yeah.
What prompted like the I want to get it physical, this particular magazine?
I knew I wanted it, and I felt like getting digital, like when you get it digital, all you have access to is the app. So it's just like having like a New York Times subscription, and you just go on your phone and read it, which is cool. But I feel like, because they release a new edition every month, getting it in print just seemed a little bit more symbolic in a way, or it made it seem more like this was released today. Pay attention to this. This is the new piece. And so, yeah, that, and then also the cost difference wasn't that bad, and it came, honestly, I feel like the selling point was that it came with a tote bag.
No way.
Yeah, so I have an Atlantic tote.
You still have it?
Of course. It was an Atlantic tote.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm jelly.
I know, don't be.
You're gonna have to send me a picture of it.
Yeah, I have it. It's on my Instagram, actually. I'll
Oh,
show
really?
it to you, yeah.
All right, bet.
It's me and my Atlantic tote bag. We went to the convention, the Democratic convention.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Dang, okay.
Yeah. It was a fun time.
So are you like, do you read articles often then? Because I'm trying to think and like relate, because I don't really read. I also just try to purposefully not like stay up to date with like the news, but at the same time that's like an excuse, because I could be on like reading Substack more, just to be like cultured for like think pieces, I think are what would actually stimulate me. But do you like go out of your way to seek that as a form of, I guess, enlightenment or like knowledge?
I feel like there's a part of me that likes that to be the case. Like, the idealized version of me is someone who does a lot of reading. And I would say I'm in a different place now than I was then, wherein I used to read a lot of articles. And that's kind of why I decided to get the Atlantic, because I would be like on Google News, like the app where everything's aggregated, and I would see an interesting topic, and it would be from the Atlantic, like stuff about culture and society, but it would always be behind a paywall. So that's actually what prompted me to want Atlantic subscription.
Yeah.
Overall, I was in that mode of like reading things. I had a New York Times subscription, like I had an LA Times subscription.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like there was a time I was like a lot more dialed in terms of what was going on. YouTube videos, I do a lot more video essays than reading nowadays. But similar to you, I think at the start of 2025, I just kind of removed myself from like having that type of knowledge.
Yeah.
Specifically about like political stuff.
Yeah.
I just kind of like, I took a break just to focus on other things I was working on in my life, and also because things seemed a little bit apathetic. I will say now I've tried to like get more into it, more so in terms of videos and things like that, to like educate myself on what's going on. I'm not as much in my journalism bag.
Yeah.
And I did talk to a friend about this recently, because like there's a governor's race going on right now in California. And my friend sent me a piece from like the San Francisco Chronicle about some stuff, like about tax stuff that happened and policy, and I was reading it and I was like, dude, I'm like really far removed from all of this information. Like I'm not as dialed in as I was before.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm ever gonna be there. I don't know if I want to be there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so to answer your question, yeah, there was a time when I was reading a lot more articles. Now I'm just vibing.
I hear you. Just vibing. That's so real.
I'm just vibing.
Well, to touch on like a few things you were saying, first, like the political stuff, like for me at the beginning of last year, things were seeming like very dark. I mean, they still do, but that was the reason why I decided to take a step back from partaking in even just viewing anything politically related.
Yeah.
Was because it was actually affecting me. Like, it was affecting what I got done on a daily basis. It was like actively affecting my mood in like negative ways, like becoming angry and rightfully so. But it got to a point where I asked myself, why do I continue to doom scroll if it's literally making me, I'm releasing cortisol in my brain for free, like, it's like, screw you guys. So then that's when I was like, I need to just stop like allowing it into my filter, and because a lot of things are just out of your control anyway, and I have a lot of stuff I need to do for myself before I feel like it's just capitalism. Yeah. It's rough out here. I'm just trying to provide and like survive, and it's like when you're trying to survive, and I mean that's everyone's story, but
Right.
yeah.
No, I feel you. I feel you. And like, to an extent, it's true. I mean, there's a certain level of information that you reach, and it's like, okay, like, how much how much value is it to have this much information? I feel like everyone should try their best to be informed on stuff, so they can make like informed decisions when elections come along and stuff. But I think to your point, like with the apathy and everything, I was just like, well, I voted in the election. Everyone else voted how they wanted to vote. Like, at this point in time, there's not really much I can do. You know what I mean? And I had to like study for other things and whatnot.
Yeah.
And now, I just feel like we have an election coming up in California. I think the deadline to register is like May 18th. The election itself is for the primary for the governor. That's June 2nd. And then we have the midterms in November. So I feel like, anyone who's kind of like been out of touch can kind of just like get back in touch for now.
Yes.
Get back into it, read up on stuff, watch some videos, and just like take action, because that's actually the most important way that anyone could take action, just like voting.
Yep.
Yeah.
But to loop back to what you were saying.
I don't want to talk about politics.
Yeah, before it gets like way too dark. So, because we were talking about writing, like journalism, and you have your Substack, which is Destiny Writes, but it's spelled like rights, like the direction right.
Yeah, the URL.
Yeah.
And then the title itself is Destiny Writes, the right way.
Okay. The right way.
The right way. Yeah. The other one, like Destiny WRITES, like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
That Resident insecure people.
Hey, you can't help motorcycles.
Yeah.
But no, that URL was already taken, so I had to like get a little bit out of the box. Yeah.
Creative.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. So where does your creativity journey begin? And when does your Substack or writing journey begin?
Whoa.
Take us from start to Substack.
Wow. So it all began when I was a child. I had a very active mind, I'd say. Like, I used to daydream a lot, and I used to like draw stuff. It wasn't really good drawings, but I used to like draw and like make up families and whatnot, and like write stories. And I remember vividly, I forget exactly how old I was. I want to say maybe I was 6 or 7, but I made a magazine.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was just a compilation of things. I think I tried to make like some ads and stuff, and like I used like cardboard and I stapled it together, and I used to like write books, and it would be like the stories I write, and I would like staple them together on pieces of cardboard. Like I'd write it on a piece of paper, cut out the paper, glue it to a piece of construction paper, and then staple out the binding. So that's kind of where it starts. And then I would say in middle school and high school, I didn't really touch it that much. I mean, although like in high school, I took some film classes, and I learned a lot about iMovie.
Oh, nice.
And different ways of setting up cameras, like leading lines, subject composition, things of that nature, which was fun, very fun. I made a stop motion, actually. I'll show it to you sometime. Yeah, I was up till like 4 a.m.
In high school?
Yes, it was grueling.
I love stop motion.
I mean, I don't know if you'll love this one, but
I'm sure I will.
Yeah,
I respect the hustle.
Thanks. It was for a project, but yeah. And then I would say I feel like in high school my writing kind of took a backseat. In college, I delved more into like music, and like music that I really liked and appreciated. And I found like our school's like local radio station, or like our college station. And really the way I stumbled across it was like I was walking to one side of campus, and I was just like hearing through the speakers like music that I liked, but like wasn't popular. So I was like, oh, okay, like these people are kind of in the know. And I popped in, and everyone in there was super chill, and I found out I could become a DJ which is basically like curating a playlist and, you know, hosting a show. And I did that like all 4 years there.
No way.
Yeah.
You DJ'd?
I did. It was really sick. It was super cool. I was playing like Afro beats. I was playing like grime, a lot of like UK stuff, like Afro swing and whatnot. I was playing like a lot of artists that I felt like I had a lot of appreciation for, but like would have 14,000 listens or less. Played a lot of alternative, and yeah, just like a lot of different genres. And it got to the point where there's like a couple artists, one Jamaican artist, and then one other like up and coming singer from the UK actually. Their team, they were like sending me like their tracks and stuff to like play on the show. I don't know how they like got a hold of my contact and whatnot or my email, but I thought that was pretty sick, you know. So I was like playing them and then like talking about them and also talking about different genres that I liked and appreciated. Some from like the Caribbean, things like zouk and kizomba and all that stuff. And so yeah, it was sick.
I don't know any of this.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I'll play some songs for you later.
Yeah, please.
But it was really fun, and there was a time like I wanted to write an album review for this artist that I really liked, who put out an album. His name was Tay Iwar. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce his last name, but he's a Nigerian artist, part of the Alte scene, and this album is called Gemini. Beautiful album, beautiful composition, sequencing, like all of it was so good, and I wanted to write about it, like track for track, but I just didn't finish it. I think I lacked like I felt, I don't know, it was crazy. Like I think I overthought it.
Yeah.
And then also I didn't know how to put into words like what I felt about the album. And then I had like stuff to study for. Anyone familiar with like a quarter system in college, like you kind of know that there's limited time for certain things. Like there's always like a midterm, and so I just kind of dropped it, which really sucks because I still think about it.
Yeah.
But I say that to say that like I had things that I started like writing was kind of a form of expression for me to like actually like hone in like my thoughts. Like I didn't think about starting a YouTube channel to talk about the album. Like my instinct was to write about it.
Yeah.
You know, and I'd say there are certain things that I would think about throughout college that my instinct was to write about it as well. And then, yeah, but it wasn't until I actually finished school and I had more time on my hands that I was like, you know what, I have to like put all of these thoughts and stuff somewhere. And I found out about Substack. And then I made Substack.
Boom, mic drop.
And that's how I got here. Yeah.
And that's how we got here.
Yeah.
Okay, dang.
Yeah.
So it all started with a magazine you made as a kid, which is adorable, by the way.
Thank you.
Because I used to do, when I was a kid, I used to make like, I was inspired by Captain Underpants. You remember that?
Dude, yeah.
I would make like little comics and cartoons. I don't remember what it was, but it's like some space guy or something. It's like, I put it in boxes and I would write like little dialogue for it. But when you're a kid, it's like you don't have any concept of like responsibility, so you're not even thinking, how can I monetize this magazine?
No,
you're
it's
you're
just
7.
pure joy, right?
Yeah, it's pure joy. And that's what I'm trying to get back in touch with now as an adult is like, one, realizing that I do have responsibilities as an adult that I did not have, and I do need to get like bills paid and like a source of income, because I was not blessed with a savings account, you know.
Oh, you don't come from a trust fund?
No. Like I wonder what the percentage is of people who do.
I don't know.
And then also, quick tangent. We'll get back to magazine and book, but I feel like if I did have like a trust fund, I wouldn't be. It's like there's no like complete human, or there's no like complete like psyche or ideology. Because if I did, then I wouldn't be me now. I would just be like probably a lot more ungrateful, or I don't know. I can't say for sure.
I think it depends on how you're raised.
Yeah,
sometimes.
that's
I think
so
that's
true.
what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, so real.
Yeah.
All right, back to magazine. Okay, so you're doing that, and then you're just like, it takes a complete pause until your like creativity for the most part takes a pause until your stop motion in high school.
I mean, yeah, until like I started kind of doing like film stuff in high school. I come from a Nigerian household, and at least like I was kind of raised more so to focus on school and academics. And then also I think I just had limited space to do creative stuff because I was playing sports. And then I got into video games, and so it's just like, wow, there's only so many things you can do. Yeah, but I always loved music, and to talk about like the video games, it was actually like FIFA that played a very pivotal part in like developing my taste in music and appreciation for
I see, like their soundtrack.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So what kind of music were they bumping in FIFA that like...
Dude. Like, so I'll start with FIFA 12 just because...
Okay.
I mean, I started with FIFA 11, but the songs I got from there aren't as influential as FIFA 12.
Oh, there's lore.
There's lore.
There's FIFA lore.
So FIFA 12 was actually how I came across the Strokes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, Machu Picchu was on FIFA 12 soundtrack. And the Strokes, like I listened to that and I was like, man, this music's awesome. And then I, listened to more of their stuff on YouTube and on their Vivo, and came across like Reptilia, You Only Live Once, and like I started buying all their songs on iTunes. Loved it. When their album Come Down Machine came out, I bought the album on iTunes. And then from there, yeah, it was like alternative, and then it was also music from other countries, so Brazilian songs. I'm trying to think. Spanish music. Just different sounds, honestly. Some like British rap, some German songs. Yeah, there's this one German song. I think it was also FIFA 12. It's called Verstrahlt. Verstrahlt. I think that's how you say it.
Okay, that's how they say it in the song, huh?
Ich bin so schön verstrahlt. Yeah,
okay.
I still remember the lyrics.
Nice.
Yeah, and so I was like just hearing different songs that were different from what they play on Kiss FM. Pop radio, and so I was like, man, there's like good music outside of like what's being fed to us. So that kind of like gave me this idea of like being I don't know if I'd say counterculture would be the term, but like alternative. Like I was like, yeah, alternative.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah. Did you play FIFA?
I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
I just like, it just never like captured my interest, though I was always interested in it. The only sports game that really captured me was like NBA Street Volume 1 and 2. And then 3 when they added like the Nintendo characters on the GameCube version.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I never had a GameCube. I started with the Wii.
Whoa, you started with the Wii? Oh yeah,
Actually,
there's like a...
I mean, in terms of Nintendo stuff, I started with the Wii.
I see.
I technically started with the PS2.
Ooh, they're good consoles to start with.
Yeah.
I mean, any console's really good.
Pretty much.
But Wii is so goated. Wait, what's your favorite Wii game? This is a Wii podcast.
I know. Wii Sports Resort. I was so... Oh my gosh. I was so hyped when it came up.
Is that the one you have to have Wii Motion Plus?
It was like an attachment to the thing.
Yeah, and it had ping pong, right? And like... And like the plane one where
the plane one, and then also there was like sword fighting.
Yes.
Wakeboarding.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Also, did you ever do like Kinect, like the Xbox?
I did for like a day, and then I was like, I'm done. I don't remember what game.
There was like Kinect Adventures, which gets tiring after a while. But Kinect Sports was pretty cool.
Okay.
That's how you said ping pong or table tennis. I call it table tennis.
Yeah. The correct term.
Yeah. I used to play that like crazy.
No way.
On Kinect Sports Volume 2, I think. Yeah.
Do you play table tennis
in
IRL?
real life? I'm capable.
We should play.
I don't know if hey, I'm good to play.
Yeah.
Will I win? Who knows?
We'll see. Because on my trip, I went to Lake Arrowhead like a week ago, and there was a table tennis, a table there for table tennis, and so like 3 of us were up until like 2:30 in the morning because we just got addicted because you never really indulge in those things when they're casually just in your house where it's like, hey, it's at the Airbnb, like let's have fun, all the homies are here kind of thing, and now like. Now we're all just like addicted to table tennis and playing it.
I think at the sports center, the city sports center, I think they have table tennis. I think.
For Rancho?
Yeah, I think so.
I gotta go.
I know.
Damn, I'm gonna look it up.
We'll have a competition.
Ooh, I'm down. So for another thing that struck me is that the fact that you did DJing for 4 years. I think that
Yeah.
DJing is such like a slept on medium and form of expression, and I think it gets such a bad rap. And I will like self-admittedly, I used to be like, what's the big deal? You just hit play. You know, like I was one of those people, and it's like so cringy to even acknowledge that part of myself. But it's so much more. It's curation, dude. It's like you're curating an experience, and you're like like you said, like you're bringing music to the forefront and to people's ears who definitely otherwise would not have heard that one like artist with like 14,000 listeners, you know.
Right.
And some of my favorite music, I'll just be scrolling on TikTok, and then there'll be a live of a DJ on there, and I am immediately like, what song is this? And same thing, they have like, there's one guy, I followed him on Instagram. He had like 1,000 followers, and he followed me back. I'm like, dude, I heard you on a fucking TikTok stream. He's like, oh, I'm glad you like my music. I was like, it's crazy we're talking right now.
I know.
But that's the thing about DJing is you are bringing, I won't say lower because that's like negative, but like not super mainstream artists to the forefront of culture, which is so important.
Yeah.
So were you using like any equipment or anything, or what? How were you? What was your experience?
I literally was just pressing play. Like,
Okay.
Like I would make a playlist, and I would be very intentional about, the songs that, like the sequencing, to make sure it's like a similar vibe that like matches into maybe every few songs. So it's not like a super loud, fast song and then a slow song. Like I would make sure the vibe matches, and then if I'm gonna have like a vibe switch or a vibe shift, that would come after like I get on the mic, talk for a little bit, and then introduce like the next round of songs, etc.
Okay.
So like I wasn't actively mixing. I didn't have one head in the ear. I wasn't doing all that. We did have that equipment, and I did try to learn. I actually joined like there was a DJing club, and I was a part of it.
That's so cool.
And like there was a guy that was teaching me, and then things got crazy. Like things got hectic in scheduling. So yeah, but in that regard, it really was just playlist curation, and then also like discussing, like talking in the mic. So I was doing like a lot of like educating. I was doing like a lot of just chit chat. I would bring friends on and have them like talk about songs that they like as well. I had a thing like my last quarter at the school.
That's okay.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. No, my very last quarter of the school, I had an ongoing segment called "Songs I Wouldn't Play for the Hoes" or for the homies. And I would,
songs I wouldn't play?
songs I wouldn't play in front of the hoes.
Oh, I see.
Or homies, that's like what I would say.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
You were correct yourself.
I wanted to make it tasteful.
Yeah. I like that. That's so like the deep cuts, like angsty kind of, or like.
Yeah, I was just like bringing my friends on, being like, yo, so like what type of music do you love that you feel would put people off? Because I feel like everyone has a type of playlist like that, that like, we keep this music super close and you vibe to it, but like when you're on the aux, like you're not playing these songs.
That's so
like
funny.
if you were to play it, people would kind of look at you.
That's happened to me plenty of times.
Yeah. So it was literally just each show was like dedicated to whoever I was bringing on, and then them talking about their songs.
Oh, I love that. That's such a good take, and I love that.
Yeah, it was fun.
That's cool.
It was fun.
I know one time I was, it was like granted it is not the environment for it at all, but it's like me and some friends were playing beer pong, and I put on like Bon Iver, and they're like,
who's that?
It's like have you ever heard Skinny Love or For Emma? Come on, Skinny Love, just last a year. Have you heard that one?
Vocals, okay. Yeah, I
Thanks.
have.
Yeah, so it's like kind of like emo, like indie sad music. And I was just like in my sad pocket at the time, and they're like, Jordan, we're playing beer pong.
Yeah. Come on, man, like lighten the mood.
Lighten the mood. I'm just like, okay. But beer
Last
pong.
Friday night.
I'm trying to feel good, dude. I'm not trying to like acknowledge my emotions right now.
Yeah,
I'm trying to escape.
People are trying to get lit.
Yeah, exactly.
You just gotta know time and place.
Yeah, but I definitely have music like that right now. I would say like I'm like I guess hyper pop would be that for me right now. Just very distorted and fast synthesizer, like distorted 808s. Like not a lot of people really want to hear that. But to me, it's like it's tickling all those sonic textures that I love.
Yeah.
You know.
Sonic textures. I like that phrase. I'm gonna keep that in my
Oh,
vocab, in my lexicon.
Yeah, cause it's like flavor.
Yeah.
For food is like, I would say sonic textures for audio.
Right.
Like distortion or like reverbs,
Yeah.
echoes, like grittiness.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love music and mixing specifically.
Mm-hmm.
But
you mix too.
yes, I do mix.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You should talk about that.
Oh yeah. If anyone's looking to get anything mixed or mastered, you can follow me on IG, literally Jord. I'm running stuff at a discount for the next couple months. Mm-hmm. Hit me up. I'll do a great job. Talk you through it start to finish.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, I love mixing and mastering. It's like I'm at a point now where I can hear something and know what I'm gonna do to make it sound how I need it to sound, to translate to the car, to translate to a phone. The hardest part for me in the beginning, literally up until maybe like 3 months ago, is making bass, like a bass guitar or a bass synthesizer, sound good on anything, like specifically a phone. It's so hard to hear bass on a phone because, you know...
Is it even possible?
It is. You're technically not hearing bass. You're hearing like mid frequencies and high frequencies. Mm-hmm. But that's where you have to blend it so that way you still get the good bass experience in the car with the good bass speakers. But mix it for the phone as well, which is kind of like, who wants to like do that, I guess.
Yeah.
But you want everyone to have a good, you want everyone to hear the bass, even if they don't have like good bass speakers.
Right.
So that's like my philosophy for mixing right now.
That's pretty cool. Like I literally just learned, or I had to like research what mixing and mastering is. Because these are phrases that I knew, and like I wanted to get better at like describing music and like what I'm hearing, and so I'd be like, wow, this mix is really good, and that, to me, correct me if I'm wrong, is kind of like how each aspect of a track layers on to each other, like how you're hearing the vocals versus, the actual production or like just the sound or like the beat. Mm-hmm. And something like I've noticed, I think, when I think about people like up and coming artists, etc., who are like, hey, I made this song, listen to it, and then I play it, and I'm like, it sounds, I don't want to say, it sounds in a way that's like not production level. It sounds like, okay, like it sounds like a SoundCloud track.
Hear you. That's so
and
funny.
I think that just comes down to like the mixing and probably the quality of like the equipment that's used to record it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have like any insights for someone who wants to get better. I mean, I don't make music, but I'm just kind of curious to know like how you differentiate between a song that you can tell like this is like quality production, quality mixing, it sounds legit, versus a song that's like, okay, this is an amateur.
Yeah. But hold on, you do make music because you just posted a video of you playing a guitar in your hotel that sounded great.
That was a song that already exists. I was using Ultimate guitar tabs.
Okay.
And I was reading, yeah.
You should make music though. Would you?
I mean, if I had the ability, I would. I want to learn how to play the bass.
Okay.
That's like my dream. So I would do that. I think I just want to learn how to play the bass.
We should jam sometime. I have a bass before you have to like
lock
start.
in.
Yeah, like adult life starts lifing again.
No, I'd be down.
Okay, I have a bass. I have like electric drums and stuff too. Sorry, you have a mosquito right here. It's
for real?
Yeah,
get
okay,
it.
it's
Get
good.
it.
It's
okay,
gone
it's
now.
gone. Yeah.
But to answer your question, because I can nerd out about this forever.
Let's do it.
I love I love the process of like mixing a song because it does start as like the SoundCloud mix, unless it is like perfect, which is so rare at the beginning stages. Then you do kind of have to massage it into a place of like, this would sound good on the in the car. You can differentiate the vocals from this, like the vocals don't sound too harsh. But honestly, it's just like doing your due diligence as a mixing engineer and going on the internet and being like, why does my vocal mix sound so bad? And then watching like 10 videos and then like taking notes and being like, oh, I should use a de-esser, or I should like compress it a little bit less, or I should EQ around like 400 to 600 hertz down a notch a little bit or something. But it's like literally like it's so. To me now, it seems so easy to be like, oh, make the vocals sound decent. But back when I first started, you know, you see someone on YouTube do one thing, so you just say, I'm gonna do that, and think it would work, but it's like it doesn't work like that. It would be like, I guess a good analogy would be like watching like a great chef make a great meal, and then like going to the store. It's such a long analogy.
No, like keep going. I want to see where this lands.
It's like, and then you go to the store, and then you get like
you do your
20 do your taxes. And then like getting like random ass like ingredients that don't even go in the meal that you watch the tutorial for, and then like you make a meal out of like potatoes and eggs. It was supposed to be like chicken and rice, and you're like, how come this doesn't taste like chicken and rice?
Oh, okay.
But it's just, you know, it's a little bit of a tangent, but I feel like beginner producers are so stubborn and very prideful.
Okay.
And so they think that you could just like, everything's going to sound good. I'm just going to slap it online and like, it'll be great. And you should slap it online, honestly. But at least I think have like the humility to say, like, I have room to grow.
Okay.
And it doesn't sound the best, but I'm still going to put it out there just to move on to the next thing.
Okay.
But,
so are you saying,
yeah.
like with the analogy, are you saying that maybe someone who's trying to follow a tutorial maybe is following a tutorial for a situation that they're not in? Or
yeah,
or like they're doing the wrong things?
I think maybe it's just taking the tutorial too literally.
Oh,
I guess it
okay.
wasn't the best analogy, but like taking. I started thinking about a grocery store.
I was like, I really want to make this work.
Yeah. Yeah, like, you know, one thing I used to do. Just a quick example is like the vocals need to be 3 decibels of gain reduction on the vocals. You can't push it past that, otherwise it'll sound too squashed. Like, I know it's like, if you don't really know what a compressor does, that might sound like gibberish, but hopefully it's like one person out there who knows
There's
what it
somebody
does.
out
There's
there.
someone out there.
I think if you ask me, if I were to like, you know, take a test right now, like Destiny, what's a compressor? I think it's the thing that kind of like aggregates the sound, like the noise, into a certain level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it literally compresses
Yeah.
it. That's one way. It's also like what's called like a transient shaper. That's the advanced way of using a compressor, is like shaping how dynamic something is. But like the what's it called? Spark Notes like version of a compressor is like, it compresses the signal, so it brings the quiet parts higher and the high parts lower to make it more, uniform.
Yeah.
Literally compressing it. But I used to think you have to do it the same every single time for, you know, the guitar, for the bass, for everything needs a compressor on it, like, and it has to be 3 decibels because I saw it on a YouTube video.
Right.
But it's like, you really shouldn't be doing that because I'll kill your mix and it won't have any life to it. It won't sound colorful. It'll just sound like someone's like force feeding you a song. That's like the tangent version.
I understand it now. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But on the topic of you playing guitar, this is something I wanted to ask you.
Okay.
We'll get to my questions. Wait, hold on. Yeah, we'll get to these in a second. But what are you working on right now creatively? And then also, what do you see in your future of like, I want to do this later on and I'm excited to maybe experiment in this medium or take on this project in the future?
Okay, so I'll start by saying like something that I'm working on right now. Wow. Okay, so literally what's on my to-do list is that I went to London recently.
Yes.
Early April. I guess it was last month now, which is crazy. Time
so
flies.
long
I
ago.
know. I was there for like 12 days. And I went there under this theme or intention of it being like my Bildungsroman, which is a German term for a literary. It's like a. It's not a theme, but it's kind of like a hero's journey. It's like a literary device. Maybe that's the term. So, yeah, I was like, this is gonna be my hero's journey. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna grow. I'm gonna like find myself. It's gonna be like my eat, pray, love type of adventure, and I decided to document it. So I filmed it kind of like a YouTuber would film a vlog. So I got myself entering the hotel, and I was filming myself, different things. I got a lot of inspiration from Peace Gates. He's a videographer.
Okay.
On YouTube. Makes super cinematic, super cool content. And so I was like taking, whenever I see his videos, I take mental notes of like the types of shots to get, like some stills, fast-paced stuff, get yourself in the frame type of thing. So I was like keeping those elements in the stuff I was filming out there, trying my best to. And then I also got like some videos of myself like doing confessionals as if I was like on a reality show.
That's cool.
Yeah, so my goal right now, my creative thing, is actually to put that together, to edit it somewhat like a vlogumentary, and really just play with the editing process and creating a video that's cinematic, high quality. I don't want it to just be like harsh cut, harsh cut, harsh cut.
Yeah.
Like I want it to be like fluid and beautiful, and yeah. So I used to use Adobe, like the Adobe suite, but I have recently transitioned to DaVinci. I'm giving it a try, so I have to learn DaVinci now and make that happen. Find out where to do the motion stabilizer and find out the DaVinci equivalent of a rotoscope, so I can make that happen. And so there's that. Recently, and this is literally as of 2 days ago, I was like, I had this idea at the start of the year of like creating like a new page, like a new Instagram, just to like talk about things that I like and put them out there visually, integrating some graphic design and stuff to make it happen. And so it was literally on my vision board, like the ad, because I made the account, but I never really like acted on it until literally the other day. I decided to talk about this artist that I really like, Lancey Foe. He's a rapper, and so I just kind of like made a carousel on Canva, put it together, and so I guess that's another thing I've been doing, just like writing. I guess like for that avenue, it would be taking some things that I like or something that I want to talk about that I don't want to post like on my normal Instagram account, and just like putting it there, creating like putting together some images, writing like a piece to go with it to kind of explain like what this is, what it means to me, or why it's relevant, and then just like playing with like the design process for Instagram, because it's a very visual platform. So that's another thing. It's like a bit of a passion project of mine. And then outside of that, I got some ideas to like write about, some things that have been on the back burner, some unfinished drafts.
Yeah, we talked about that.
That have been there. Yeah, been there for months, untouched. They will be addressed at some point.
That's good.
Yeah, so articles and stuff.
They have to.
Yeah, they have to.
Yeah.
But in terms of like what I want to do in the future, I've always really wanted to be good at like videography. Like I have a gimbal for my phone. So I've always wanted to be able to like film stuff and like make cinematic edits or make super cool, like do some types of like effects, like visual effects and things that are like super sick.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You should.
Yeah.
Gimbals are freaking sick.
Gimbals
They're
are really
so
cool. Like you can do a lot
much.
of you can do a lot of that.
Jinx.
Yeah.
I think that's exciting. I love the idea of like just starting a new Instagram account and just like, this is where I'm going to express these ideas. And I loved your formatting on your on that post you did post.
Yeah.
Yesterday, right? Was it yesterday?
Was it yesterday?
Yesterday or the day before?
I think it was the day before.
Okay.
Yeah. Time flies.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're formatting on it, like where you put the text and where you put the images are just very like it's easy to how to flow,
Thank
like
you,
a visual flow.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited to see your freaking vlog too whenever you do drop that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a process. Like we were talking about YouTube tutorials, like literally I started off just opening DaVinci and then DaVinci is like an editing thing. I don't think I mentioned that.
Oh yeah.
It's for editing video,
software.
yeah, for video. So I literally just started putting videos there and I was like, okay, let's just start. But it was starting to feel like really overwhelming. And so I was like, okay, let me phone a friend. YouTube, how to edit a vlog, like how to edit a vlog, how to edit a documentary. Watch some videos, got some like techniques that people use, which is literally like watching all of your footage and then taking notes of it, like what's being discussed in like certain interviews or like certain aspects, and then see how you can like piece them together to make a story. And so I've done like the sorting process, literally finished that yesterday. I have an idea of the videos I want to put together, and it's just about editing. So I'm going to be watching some tutorials on how to actually edit in DaVinci and making that happen.
I think the hardest part is like for me, like because I have been editing on DaVinci for so long, the hardest part is like those situational cuts. Like I want it to cut from here to here in this specific way. I think the most important part of editing is timing and like like when it's going to cut at all. Is arguably to me like the most important part, but that translates from like whatever software you're using. You just have to figure out how to get it into your timeline somehow, you know?
Yeah.
But that's cool. Like delving into a new software is always a fun challenge.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I love a challenge.
Yeah, me
love
too.
making things harder for myself.
Not so real though. I do too. I like seeing like the road ahead, and then you get to the like your goal, and you're like, oh, that wasn't so bad.
No, literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
But I want to. Okay, here's some questions because I came prepared this time, unlike last time. Have you struggled with feelings of I can't create anything because I'm not an artist and only artists create?
Whoa.
Like, I guess like imposter syndrome. Or is that not on your radar?
I mean, maybe not in that way. That way seems a little bit harsh. I can't do it. Like, no. I wouldn't say not to that degree. I think initially what I had struggled with, and I think this kind of goes back to when I was in college and I wanted to write that album review, it was just knowing, I think it was just having this mindset of my career goals, my academic goals are not in line with this creative avenue. And so I should not invest as much time in that. Like, I shouldn't invest as much time stressing about that and instead focus on what is going to propel me more, so like academically and in my future career. But that was like when I was in undergrad. And I feel like being out of school gave me an opportunity to discover who I am as an adult, but outside of college. Because in college, you are in a way constrained by whatever deadline is in front of you, like whatever midterm you have to study for, whatever finals, or whatever, like the classes, the job you're working, etc. Outside of that, even if you are working, you still have free time. Like, you're not constantly studying and stuff. And so that gave me an opportunity to explore a lot of like the ideas that I had, and it gave me space to like explore writing more so like as a format, and it actually just like as a form of expression. So when I first started like my blog, it wasn't with the intention of it being some sort of like creative undertaking. It was literally just a way for me to convey ideas that I had. Like, I was upset about things and I just wanted people to like know why I was upset. Like, I was just following a format that I'd seen from like other articles I read and other, like, I grew up, have you heard of Vice?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like the news outlet.
Yeah, the
right?
news, So like they used to do specials on HBO. So like that type of like journalist method. Like I was inspired by that to like talk about issues that bothered me. And from there, I started talking about things that like affected me personally and things that I'd gone through with like perfectionism and whatnot, which maybe talking about that would actually answer your question.
Yeah.
The imposter syndrome and whatnot. But yeah, I feel like I was going in a different direction than the question. But to kind of bring it back in, I would say I think for me it wasn't so much about me having the intention of being an artist or a creator, but more so just like using this as a medium for like my own expression, and then like really thinking it's cool and like wanting to do more of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From what it sounds like to me is like, where does this fit in to my life? Like, given the fact that I don't really want to pursue it as a career, but it is kind of beneficial to my quality of life, right? Like when you are partaking in creation.
Yeah, definitely. It feels really fulfilling. Like it always felt fulfilling to like have an idea and then start typing, writing, doing a little bit of research, and then like literally construct the piece. And then you go back, you revise, you take things out, you add things in, you play like with words a lot, and then you construct these sentences, and it feels like, man, I'm really moving here, man. Like I'm really making something crazy. That's like how it would start feeling for me. And then it finishes, and I'm like, man, this is great. Like I have a finished piece. I really like started this from nothing, and now it is something complete. And then you upload it, you press send, and then other people read it, and then other people like it or like they relate to it, and I don't know, there's just like for me there's a lot of fulfillment in it. And so that's usually what I focused on, like having my thoughts, my feelings be expressed, putting them out into the world, and then letting other people receive them. Anyone who wants to see them, like anyone who wants to read it, engage with it, like putting it out there for people to like look at it and then also feel seen in it, or like see me in it, and just like have us kind of connect in that type of way. Yeah. So
sorry.
Oh no, I was gonna say I think that ultimately it just boils down for me about connection, not about like trying to reach a certain status. It's just about connecting to people.
Yeah, that's how I've been thinking about it as well lately. Like, don't really have any expectations when you're like starting, or like when you're putting something out there. It's kind of what's the word, counterproductive to have high expectations. And that's where like this idea of pursuing art as a career is so hard, because then it does get in the way. Like then you do have to insert expectations because I need to put food on my table. But the best kind of, I mean, I don't know that that's necessarily true, but to me it's like when you eliminate expectations and you just kind of create freely, that's where the best kind of ideas can happen in that space.
Yeah.
But that kind of brings me to your, because I did come prepared.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
As I've said like 3 times.
Hey guys, everyone, Jordan came prepared.
This time. Look, I got fucking questions. Because I read your piece, Confessions of a Recovering Perfectionist.
Oh, you did read it? Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Which is funny because you were literally just...
I just mentioned it.
You just mentioned it.
Wow.
And it's kind of full circle. But this is something that I just kind of took notes on, things that were very resonant with me, which is reluctance to ask for help because maybe you seem like a burden, or you feel like a burden when you ask for help. And it's like, or that was a recurring theme for me that I had to get over. Like wanting to set up. Oh yeah, this is something you talked about in it with you wanted to set up a workshop with the concept, which I thought was kind of like funny. You wanted to set up a workshop where you talk about like reaching out to people when you are in need, but then it fell through because you're like, I don't know, like if I should follow through, like this doubt, right?
Yeah. For context, my job in college, I was a success coach for students, for for first year students specifically, and so that's like doing a lot of stuff where it's like, hey, how are you doing? You know, what are your goals? Like, how's classes going? It's very like holistic, academic, social, like general well-being, identifying any problems that students facing, and then like working to like help solve the problems for the student. It's a great segue to becoming a therapist, low key. Like anyone pursuing that field, I was not. I mean, I could have, but that wasn't the goal. But yeah, it was based on helping people become better versions of themselves, and something that I noticed a lot with a lot of the students that I was speaking to, or like students that were under my care, was that they would have an issue in a class, like they wouldn't understand something, and then I would be like, did you ask in class? Did you talk to your professor? Like, you know, you're kind of drowning in assignments right now. You need an extension. Like, have you considered asking your TA if that's possible? And a lot of the times it would be no. And so I would be like, guys, like, you have a lot of agency here. Like, these instructors, they're here to serve you. You know, you have to understand that you have a right to ask for assistance as a student at this university. And so, yeah, I had this idea of setting up like a talk just to talk about, hey, it can be nervous to ask questions. It can be nervous to like, you know, ask for assistance, but I just wanted to like give the students a sense of agency and also like empower them to, just like vocalize their needs.
Yeah.
Because that makes your life so much easier.
Yeah.
And then ironically, I had this big idea. I did tell my supervisor about it, and she loved the idea, and she was like, yeah, like we can make that happen. And then I was like, okay, cool.
Bet. It didn't happen.
I got so overwhelmed. And I think something I wrote there was like, yeah, ironically, like if I did ask for help, if I did like tell my supervisor, hey, so like I really want to do this, but I don't know where to start.
Yeah.
I don't know like how to make this PowerPoint or like what to talk about. I'm pretty sure if I just brought it up to her, we could have done it together.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Yeah, but I didn't.
It's kind of like what we were talking about the other day as well, which is, I said I wrote this song and it was like 2 a.m. and everything like seemed right, but in my head, the song had existed for a year or two in my head, and I'd always known I need to record the song. I know exactly how I want it to sound. But it came out at 2 a.m. that night because of circumstance, like because of all of the events that led to that moment. And I was feeling inspired. I just got done hanging out with a friend. I was feeling like, you know, happy. And the ideas were fresh, and I was like, I'm going to tackle this song. And I did, and it sounded like better than how I heard it in my head for 2 years. But
2 years is a long time.
It is a long time, bro. That's not, But like what you're saying right now is, ironically, it didn't happen, but now it's like maybe what I'm hearing is maybe the circumstances didn't push you into that mode, I guess, a specific action for making it happen at that moment, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Like, that's the thing, is like, it's okay.
Thank you.
You know, it's all
thank
okay.
Thank you. Maybe, who knows, like, in the future, I could bring it up.
Yeah.
Like, there was a time I was teaching. I was, like, subbing at, like, some high schools and stuff, and I would talk to them about it. So maybe, you know, like, the theme was still alive and well, and I was still able to spread the message.
Yeah. That's a timeless thing. That's, you know.
It is.
Regardless of where you are, everyone will always need a place to, like, vent, or, like, I like what you said, like, you have agency. Like, don't forget that, because we have more than we think we do.
Exactly.
And that was a hard thing for me, like, last year, coming out of a pretty big depression, not reaching out to everyone. And we talked about that's, like, I am avoidant. Like, healing avoidant, so like on my way to secure attachment style. But it's like I'm already good at healing by myself. Why do I need to reach out? Like, I could just, I'm a big boy, like I could do this by myself. But then it's like, and the reason I thought that's because I would also just surround myself in bad company. I didn't know what good company was yet. Like,
Did you see that?
No, it happened.
Literally, something from the tree just hit my nose and bounced off.
Disrespectful.
I know, like, dude.
You want to go beat up the tree?
I think it was that one.
Screw you!
Anyways.
Yeah, we'll beat it up after we're done. Maybe it was just a gentle caress, too. We don't have to beat it up.
It's okay.
So, yeah, it's like a pat on the back. Or on the nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, like reaching out to people. Oh, yeah, bad company. Oh, yeah, lots of stuff.
Oh, it is this one.
Oh, the heck.
But yeah.
And now it's like I know who to reach out to for specific things, because maybe I wouldn't reach out to this friend for I need help in this aspect of life because they're more, they wouldn't lend a good ear for that. That's what I'm coming to right now, and that's okay as well. Like, know who to reach out to for specific things. But also just to know to reach out, like reaching out is good, okay and important, and like this, like us hanging out, I'll feel lighter after this, whereas before I would surround myself around people where I would ask myself, why did I say okay to hanging out with this person? Like,
it's
I feel like worse.
Yeah,
it's not feeding me, but it's because it's a compatibility thing and nothing against the other person. But yeah, like reaching out is good.
It is. No, definitely. And I would say, like, for me, that is like one of the biggest lessons I've learned in the past like couple years. Is like, I have friends, I should probably talk to them more. Like, I think we did talk about our similarities in avoidance, in a way. And for me, I think I'm just so used to being like independent and like relying on myself that like I don't typically wouldn't open up to my peers about certain issues I was facing. Like if I was feeling down or something like that, I would just kind of like thug it out.
Yeah.
That's
such a good term.
Yeah, thug it out. Cope. Yeah, but I will say, I think things kind of reached a head. Maybe it was with writing this piece and feeling like, okay, I wrote this. Maybe I should like practice what I preach. And also just like trying not to feel lonely, that like I started opening up to my friends, and like if I was actively in, a bad state, reaching out to like a really close friend and being like, hey. Hey, can we hang out later? Hey, can we talk? I really use a friend right now.
Yeah. I love that. I could use a friend right now. Like to me, when I hear that, I'm like, I'm all yours.
Exactly.
What's going on?
Exactly. And I think as an individual, I'll use an I statement here. I can be like a lot more critical of myself than I am towards other people. And so like any of my friends, they need anything, like, yes, I'm here for you. I'll listen to you. If you want advice, I'll give you advice. Like, there's no judgment there. I never feel like, oh my gosh, like, why are you bothering me? Like, that's not a thought that crosses my mind. But the idea of me going to them, being like, hey, I need something, or like, I don't feel so well, like, somehow that feels like, dude, Destiny, that's an ick. Like, something about that, like, there's this wall there where I'm like, okay, they can't help me, or just like those types of things. And I think maybe it's just like a history of not doing it. I don't know where it comes from, but one thing I do know is kind of like getting over that hump of like nervousness or whatever. Like once you get over that bridge and you actually open up, you give the other person a chance to show that they can be there for you. And more often than not, they're a good friend. They will like surprise you, and they will like show you like kindness and compassion, and then it makes your heart warm, and you're like, oh my god, like I'm vulnerable.
It worked.
It worked.
Who would have thought reaching out works?
Oh my gosh, like I feel more like a human being. Is this what it's like?
Yeah, this is what it's like.
Instead of like
love.
Instead of like keeping it bottled in. And then if they don't show it for you, and they're a dick, then now hey, this person is not a friend.
Yeah.
and you can move accordingly.
And that's where like previous Jordan had such a hard time because I was such a people pleaser where it's like, oh, they're being a dick, but they'll come around. Like I'm gonna still be available to them because, you know, I want to be a good person. But that's like
Yeah.
people pleasing.
Yeah.
But not, and like having a zero filter for like people who are worth your time as well. You know, I didn't have a filter for that before. So it's like, well, everyone's worth my energy, so I'll just give it to whoever, you know, and not protect my own. But one thing you said was, when people would reach out to you for help, you would never think anything of it. But when you would reach out to them, you're like, oh, it's an ick. I wanted to add something to that. And it's, you know, I'm not happy or proud at all to say this, but, and I know why now, but when people used to reach out to me and I was like in my late teens and like early 20s, I would be like, ew, like, why are you reaching out to me? But it's literally because I didn't have any mechanisms for myself. So for me, it's like, I could thug it out. Why can't you thug it out? But it's really, I'm not thugging it out. I'm like suffering.
Right.
But I'm identifying it as thugging it out. So I'm like, why can't you do what I do, which is like avoid all your problems? No. You know what I mean? It's like, why can't you avoid your problem? But I identified it back then as I'm doing good. Like I'm working on myself, but it's like, no, you're just avoiding everything and you're identifying it as this is work.
That is avoidance.
That is avoidance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I read about
okay.
Like having that mentality of, so when I was reading about like avoidant, whatever, avoidant dismissive specifically, it said, and this is from like the attachmentproject.org. They were saying,
from the source.
The source. It's not me. It's them.
It's them.
They were saying that avoidance can get like annoyed or, just kind of like what you're saying. Like they can get kind of annoyed at the fact that other people might need help. I remember that. Yeah. And then you said it.
Yeah, it's like, why can't you avoid your problems too? Yeah. But now I'm, you know, obviously I'm working on it actively. Right. And now whenever someone reaches out, I'm like, dang, I was just not available at all for myself as well, though, and others. And now I'll reach out. You know, I call people now. I didn't used to really call people before. I'm also like sober for like 2 or 3 months now. I stopped smoking weed.
Nice.
It's been feeling really good. Yeah. Because something I was telling a friend was that it would like make me feel so happy and like complacent with where I was, even if where I wasn't a good place. Like it gives you the dopamine to trick yourself into thinking you're happy and you're in a good place, but you're really not. Because it's just giving you cheap dopamine. And when you're doing it every day, maybe you're like, I don't need to hang out with this person. Like, I feel happy, but I'm not really happy, you know? But now that I stopped smoking, it's like, oh, I need fucking dopamine, you know? It's like, time to reach out to the homies. And then you hang out with the homies, and you feel that dopamine lasts for, like, days after. And you're like, ah.
Yeah, because it's, like, long-lasting, sustaining dopamine, along with, like, other neurotransmitters that make you feel good.
You literally went to school for this.
Oxytocin.
Yeah. That's the bonding chemical, right?
Right.
That's the bonding chemical. Yeah.
You know what? To that point, there was a YouTube video I was watching the other day about dating, like the struggles of dating. It was published by The Guardian out in the UK.
Do you know the author?
No, it's a video. Oh, okay. Imagine. No, I just know it was the Guardian. I don't remember the name of the journalist who was in it, but you know, they're talking about, she was interviewing some people, talking about like, oh, why are people so lonely? Like less young people are coupled up nowadays. Like a lot more people are single and less people are having sex. And one of the researchers she interviewed was saying that, well, everyone's kind of getting their dopamine from their phones. So there's less of an incentive to like go out, less of an incentive to sustain a relationship that shows a bit of difficulty. And I think she was referencing specifically dating apps. Like the process of trying to build a new connection is not easy. Sometimes it requires effort, is essentially. Maybe that's not that it's not easy, but it requires effort. And I think more people, based on what she was saying, more people are willing to like give up than they are to try, just because we're all kind of like used to quick dopamine hits. Like we're used to like getting notifications that make us feel good. So we're not used to having to like put in effort for long sustaining dopamine.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
I'm so guilty of that. And I'm trying to be better. I mean, I am better now, but exactly what you're saying. Like, I found myself, like, I feel lonely. I'm going to post on, like, Instagram to get that dopamine of, like, getting the like real quick or, you know. And then I see him, like, yes. But then it's, like, back to square one.
Yeah, because it doesn't... It feels good in the moment. Like, it feels validating, I'll say.
Yeah.
Validating is the word I would use. But there's nothing further that goes from that. I would say for me, like, when I see certain people like my posts, I'm like, man, would have loved to talk to you sometime.
Uh-huh.
Like, that's the thought. Like, I want more of a connection.
Yes.
Like, wow, you vibe with this? Like, cool. Like, these are people that I would want to chat to.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, the likes, the comments, they're cool, but, like, that's literally all it is. It's very... It's not even surface level. It's like still in the atmosphere.
Yeah, it's floating.
It's just in the orbit, you know what I mean?
Orbit. I met this guy yesterday, and he was like, I told him, like, oh, I give him my number. I'm like, I'm a terrible texter, by the way. And he's like, oh, would you prefer phone calls? And I was like, no, like, not even that, face to face.
Dang, dude.
But that's the thing, is like, I'm so tired of the likes, and I'm so tired of, like, I'm such a bad texter. Unless we're making plans, I'm so over everything. You know, like, I want this, like, I want to react to a person's facial expressions. Like, I want to have someone in front of me that I can react to. Like, a phone call is good, but I want to set up a plan, you know?
Yeah.
I want to be a fucking human being, you know?
Yeah,
I'm gonna do something, an activity.
Yeah, I see that. I definitely don't prefer texting. Like if it's about building a connection or like actually being able to chat with someone, like a new friend or a relationship, whatever, I would take phone calls, but I'd actually take like video call over that.
Okay.
So I could still see the person and see how like what they look like when they talk. And of course, like face-to-face interaction like can't be beat because you get to see all of the like, you know, idiosyncrasies, like the body. There's a word. It's escaped me, but like, you know, just like how people, facial expressions and stuff like that, or like how like people's postures change. Yeah, but you mentioned like being a bad texter, and I have to say, I was thinking about this earlier today. Like, wow, I've really changed my texting game because before I'd be like that person who, man, you sent me a text, I see it. Like, I see the message.
Looks like breaks the fourth wall.
I see it. I do. I read it. 4 hours. I just need 4 hours to myself.
But what's wrong with that?
I mean, let me tell you how I've
Sorry,
changed. Okay, so like, I would be that person, respond to the message after 4 hours, because I thought that was kind of like a sign. I'm being very vulnerable here. This is really like, it's giving the goods. Like it's a peek behind the curtain, low key.
Oh, okay.
But like, I kind of thought that's how you show like unavailability, like I'm busy right now type of thing, which sometimes seems kind of lame if it's intentional.
Yes.
Yeah. But I used to be that person.
Yeah, same.
And then I would actually forget sometimes.
Okay.
And then it becomes longer than I intended it to be. But it's kind of hard to build a new relationship. Like, it's hard to talk to someone new, like someone you want to date, etc., if that's how you're communicating. And I'm trying to think of what it was that changed my mind about it. Maybe it's my effort to become less of an avoidant, or perhaps not be an avoidant anymore. But, like, my methodology is just to, like, boom, head on. Okay, so I'm on my phone. You texted me. Let me just respond. I already read it. When I read something, my brain's already formulating a response. Let me just send the response. So be it if it takes, like, a minute. Like, sorry. No, I was just going to say, like, I feel like for me, it just kind of makes it better because now it's not, like, in the back of my mind somewhere very far away. Like, it's not taking up energy. And, like... Yeah.
I hear you.
It just feels, for me, like, I've been trying it out. I felt more weightless.
That's good.
So I'm not thinking about it. I'm not doing, like, all these, like, mini calculations.
That's so interesting to me because, yes, like, the mini calculations thing is so big for me.
Yeah.
Because like in the past I would be like, if I don't text back immediately, they will perceive me as such, you know? And it's like,
yeah.
that's exhausting. Like, you can't keep up with that.
No.
Anyways, so inevitably it does collapse in my
Yeah.
experience. But now it's like, what are we talking about here? It's like, yeah, like, funny video, like someone sends me a reel. It's like,
Yeah.
I want to see you.
Right.
Like, I don't want to send like a text. I don't want to, like, I'll call to set up a plan,
Yeah.
but like, my brain doesn't get anything from that. You know what I mean?
No, that's
and
valid.
so I just won't respond sometimes, and it's not like any hard feelings, but like, what are we talking about? Yeah, it's like, I don't want to like beat a dead horse. Like,
That's
the
when you
endless
react.
conversation. That's true. That's
Just
true. React.
End the conversation.
That's true. I am doing that a lot more as well.
Just react.
But yeah, like, that's the thought that's been in my head is like, what are we doing here?
No, I feel that.
It's like we're just having a conversation to have one, and
Yeah.
I'd rather like it be more meaningful than that. So I'll just respectfully leave it at that.
Yeah.
You know.
I think that's valid.
And
to that point, when people send reels or like random reels, because I'm on Instagram. If we're not already chatting about stuff and it's not relevant to something that we've talked about.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like, I don't know what to do here.
Yeah. It's like, I'm just like.
I guess it's funny, like, laughing emoji. But like, it hits more if it's pertinent to something that we've discussed in the past.
Yeah.
Like, I sent you something the other day that was about a conversation.
Yes.
And that's relevant.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if it's like out of the blue, we haven't talked in weeks, we haven't talked in months.
Yeah.
And you're sending me a video.
And it's not even anything like negative toward the person. It's like,
No,
bro,
it's
I gotta
just,
make dinner right now. I'm not gonna watch this reel.
For me, it's just like, it's not even something in my taste.
Mm-hmm.
And it's no shade. Like, I guess I appreciate that you thought of me. Mm-hmm. But like, also, if you want to just chat, just like hit me up, dude. Like,
and I'll do the same too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think for some people that's just like a way of breaking the ice. I'm not sure. Or maybe some people like see a video and then they like send it, like they mass send it to as many people that they think will like it. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
That's what it seems like sometimes.
I don't know. But I don't send videos often. So if you get a video from me, just know that it was very intentional and I felt like you specifically would like it.
Yeah.
Or like it's relevant to you.
I just don't send videos at all anymore.
Yeah.
My current mindset is literally what I said, like, of like,
what are we doing here?
What are we doing?
No,
Let's just hang out.
Yeah.
You know? Let's like catch up in person. Let's go get some food. Let's go for a walk if we're strapped for like cash, you know?
Yeah.
Which I'm strapped for cash, so I understand. But yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good to talk about this. I was like, I feel like no one really talks about the intricacies that lay under like communication. But I'm thinking like social media, like casual social media correspondence. Mm. You know what I mean? Like the sending of the reel or like the liking of the story.
Right.
It just all seems so like. Where do we just say hi? Yeah. You know?
I will say, I be liking stories.
Oh, yeah. I am too.
Yeah.
But I'm not, I'm not trying to like yuck anyone's yum.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
But, I don't know. Social media to me seems like such a way of like saying hi without saying hi or like catching up without catching up.
Yeah.
And I'd rather just catch up, you know?
Yeah. For me, definitely not with everybody, but like with the people that I feel like, I feel like we can connect. And I have met people like through Instagram, like sent the cold DM.
Yeah.
Like, hey, da 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 da. I think you're cool, whatever.
Yeah.
I like your vibe, whatever. Mm-hmm. And then like we actually like start chit chatting.
That's best case scenario.
Yeah, like it's a networking app too. Mm-hmm. Like I think you can get out of it what you put in, you know. So, yeah. It just takes a little bit of effort. Yeah. Which can be scary, but rewarding as well.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I'm going to get to some other questions
here. Okay, let's do it.
Oh, yeah, your mom said no one is an island, which I thought was a bar. Just to quote your mom real quick.
No, yeah, she'll appreciate that.
No one is an island. Dang.
She said that to me. She was saying that, like, hey, you got to talk to people. You got to reach out. If you're facing a problem, you got to, vocalize that. Mm-hmm. And I think she said that for a lot of my life. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was from when it feels like giving up or something like that, I think. At least
No, this is from the same Confessions of
Oh, okay, never mind.
Recovering
Yeah.
Perfectionist.
I don't even know my own work.
No. That's good, though. You're in such a flow state that it all blends together.
It all just blends together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this is when I'll ask this, and then we could part, or not part ways, because we drove together.
You gotta take me home, man.
Take me home, bro. But I have to use a restroom.
Yeah.
It's like a recurring theme at the
Coffee.
end, of every podcast. I'm like, it's hitting me right now.
Yeah,
you know?
that's how you know it's...
But feel free to like stretch it out for as long, because I want to add something to it too. But what do you do to break out of a creative rut? I think I already know what the answer's gonna be.
Say book a trip to London.
Dang, bro, I gotta
like
book my trip.
buy the plane ticket. Maybe not now, because like jet fuel prices are really high.
Yeah, and it also
Rest in
doesn't
peace,
melt
Spirit.
steel beams.
It doesn't what?
It's like a 9/11 conspiracy trope where it's like jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams. It's just so corny.
No comment.
No comment. I'm not even saying I'm pro that. I was just being satirical. But yeah, it's Spirit Airlines, R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Yeah.
Never flew it, never wanted to, but hey, I feel like they played a pivotal role in the market,
Yeah.
and they will be missed.
They will be missed for their economical options.
Yeah. People flew it. People will miss it. People work there.
Yeah, no, that actually sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To break out of a creative rut, I try not to force it. Like, that's part of why I have a draft, like a fully formed thought, just sitting on my Google Docs for like the past 6-7 months. Yeah.
6, 7.
6,
So,
7.
I'm so sorry. I'm such a kid.
But yeah, I just try not to force it, because like if I feel a lot of resistance, I think for me it's like, what am I doing here? This is supposed to be fun. Like, this isn't my job. I don't have a deadline. So I can just do something else. Like, I can write about something that feels more pertinent to the moment, or maybe I just have to like do something else entirely and like not try to do anything creative. Maybe I should watch a movie. I don't want to say should. Maybe I can do something that's more interesting to me at that time.
What's the what's the distinction between can and should?
I feel like with myself, I put a lot of pressure to do certain things in my to-do list. Like, I like to structure my days and like structure like things that I have to do. And so when I say, oh, I should write, oh, I should watch this movie that I rented from the library, I should do this, it starts to feel like work. And then I feel like a lot of pressure to like, oh my gosh, like I haven't done this, I haven't done that. And it's all just supposed to be fun and games. It's all just supposed to be it's supposed to be relaxing. It's supposed to be like hobbies and stuff that I like to do. But the way that I phrase it, I've noticed it starts to feel like I am supposed to be doing this. And if I'm not doing it, then I start to feel bad.
So that's why it's can. Like, I can do this.
Yeah.
And it's more fun.
Or I want to do this.
I want to.
And I want to do the thing that I want to do. It'll make me feel happy or something like that. Yeah. I just noticed myself saying should, and I'm like, should.
Yeah, not a good word I'm hearing for the vocab. I'm going to adopt can more. Or like...
Or this is something that I want to do. And I will make plans to do that.
Or like that.
Yeah.
Creative rut.
Yeah. So then I'll just go to other things I like to do, like working out, riding my bike, maybe discovering a new book, new show. Like, I just go into experience, like experiencing new things or just enjoying things that I like to do, and then getting inspiration. Talking to people helps. Going out helps, like going to a coffee shop and meeting people helps. And often from that, I start to like get ideas about things, or maybe like taking enough time away just kind of helps my mind reset, so that when I do come back, like I feel energized to like do the thing that I want to do, without like added pressure to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. Because pressure, I think, is what will get you into a creative rut.
Yeah.
When it stops being fun.
Yeah. I think so too. Like expectations, like it's good to have expectations, but I think this is from the perspective of someone who does not make any money whatsoever from what she does. It really is a hobby. and it's something that's supposed to like give me fulfillment and joy, and like I just feel good doing that.
Yeah.
And so sometimes it's just about listening to myself. You know, there have been times when like I sit down to like write about a certain thing, and it's just that thing just isn't coming to me. And so I think to myself, okay, like what could I just possibly just sit here and type for like 10 minutes about, and then just like see what comes out. And then that is its own thing that I did. Like I still accomplished something. I still made something. I still wrote. Possibly wasn't the thing that I intended to write about, but I still exercised my writing. I still, you know, put words on a page, express myself. And that's worth doing.
Yeah. For the output alone.
Yeah.
But you were saying like I'm not you're literally just doing it for a hobby, so it doesn't matter. And what I'm here
Well, it doesn't matter to some degree.
Oh
like,
yeah. How I'm resonating with that is because literally I am in a creative rut with my video game that I'm working on, and I literally didn't even know until this very moment. And I think step one is acknowledgement. Like
that is
acknowledging
the first step, Jordan.
Yes,
you know,
I am in a creative rut, and the reason
that is okay,
and that's okay. And I was so dead set on the game needs to be like there needs to be 10 levels, and on level 5 the platform moves like this. But I'm like, it's now I've introduced the element of pressure, and it doesn't seem fun anymore.
Yeah.
When I need to actually just start up the game editor and ask myself what seems fun right now. So even though like we are kind of at two ends of the spectrum with that, which is I am kind of relying on the game to make me money, because that is how I would like to make a living, you know? That's what I'm manifesting for myself. And ironically, you get to like a better idea can make you, for at least for me, like I think a better game would make me, I guess, money.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like
yeah.
when I do eliminate pressure and I am just having fun, like when I was a kid making like those comics, and I'm just being fun, like childlike fun, then the player, or the, like, I hate to say like customer, but that's what it is, you know, the player,
Yeah.
it's like they get a better experience.
Yeah.
Because I am having fun making the product.
And the game is supposed to be fun.
Like, who cares about the 10th level with the rotating platform, like on the x-axis or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Like, screw that.
That's a job for Blender to figure out, or Unreal Engine. Yeah.
For real.
You know.
No pun intended.
Yeah,
For real.
For real. And I mean, I think there's something I want to say, which is, I had two things. Let me not lose both of them.
Okay.
Sometimes it possibly could help to like play other games as well. You know, and I don't know if you like get ideas from that, or just enjoy playing another game.
Yeah.
And then like drawing like some type of inspiration that helps you like get through whatever area that you're stuck in your game. And then the other thing I wanted to say, for me, like something that I remind myself of is that creation like takes time. Like, there's this artist, his name's Ricardo Banks, he's Nigerian Afrobeats artist, and he released this song some years back. It's titled like Ozumba. I'm gonna mess it up, but I'll send it to you later.
Yes, please.
And then you could put it, maybe on a text.
Okay, bet.
But it was his first song released in like years, and from what I had heard, like that one song, which is like 3.5 minutes, took him an entire year to write just one song.
Yeah.
You know, and then you hear about like artists who, you know, they write an album. I think Rihanna's album, her last album, Anti, came out 2016. I think she started working on it, I don't know if it was 2015, possibly 2014. Like, you know, it took time to make, is what I'm trying to say. And maybe that's like a shorter window compared to like what I'm trying to perceive, which is art that takes time. Like, it takes maybe a culmination of years. It takes working on it for this amount of time here, and then going to another place and then working on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I think I try to remind myself that it takes time, and sometimes you need to take like take a step back, have some experiences, come back refreshed. If you have to go in a new direction, you have to have the bravery to just kind of like acknowledge, hey, then maybe this needs a new direction, or maybe the idea that I had before could be better if I execute it this way, and refine it, and just know that, hey, at the end of the day, it takes time.
It takes time. Good
to
things
make
take
art.
time.
It does.
And the idea came about because I actually, you said like play other games. The idea came about when I was watching Exit 8. And I was like, I want to make a horror game so bad. Like, it seems like so much fun to like trap your player in like this scary environment, and they have to escape somehow. So it's like, what if the game's just like a low-key horror game, and it's like funny still, but it's still scary or something like that. And the idea of opening the game editor became so much more fun again, and it didn't seem like there was pressure anymore, and I felt like a kid again, you know?
Yeah.
And then, like, art does take time, and like D'Angelo's last album, I think he made over the course of like over a decade. It took him a long time. That'll be a recurring theme with artists as well. I mean, I released 4 albums last year, and all of those songs I had been hoarding for like a decade plus. And I just started releasing it.
Yeah.
And this is kind of going to your thing. I think it is good to like those lingering things in the back of your subconscious, like your projects from years ago. I think it is actually good to go back and revisit and then finish them.
Yeah.
Because then you clear the table for everything else that wants to, you know, be released as well.
Exactly.
And they deserve life as well.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree. Snaps.
All right, Destiny. Thank you so much for being on the podcast today.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much
always.
for having me. This was a great conversation. I feel like this was really wholesome, and I don't know. I like talking to you, Jordan. So yeah,
I like talking to you too, Destiny.
man,
It's a wholesome day.
I know. I'm drinking a latte.
Hey.
I don't even drink caffeine like that. Like, look at me, and my heart rate's normal.
Yeah. The conversation is that wholesome.
Yeah, it was like, wow.
It's no
really
cortisol
great.
releasing at all today.
Parasympathetic nervous system.
Oh, yeah.
Doing well.
That's right. I don't
Doing
even know
well.
what that is.
It's like your rest and digest nervous system.
Oh.
Your sympathetic nervous system's like your fight or flight.
Oh,
Spike in heart rate, adrenaline released.
dang.
Yeah.
All right, what's your, drop your Instagram, Substack?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram at destiny.nrg, Destiny Energy. And then my Substack is Destiny Writes, Destiny, RIGHTS .substack.com, or you can search Destiny Writes, WRITES, on Substack. But the links are in my Instagram bio. Yeah.
All right. Looking forward to the next piece.
Yes.
Especially, what's your new IG? What's that called?
Oh, Rediscovery, REDSCVRY. I should have done a spelling bee.
Okay, how do you spell that?
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you for coming on. And if you're listening on Spotify, we're also on YouTube. And if you're watching on YouTube, we're also on Spotify.
So great. So lit.
Please subscribe, tell your friends, share it,
Yeah.
and have a great day.
Book Jordan for music mastering.
Yes, please book me for mixing and mastering. And yeah, follow me on Instagram too, literally Jord. I'm always doing a lot of stuff, so.
Yeah. Oh, that car's going backwards.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, peace out,
Sick.
guys. Boom.